I always disliked how the public sees the black pill and black pillars as losers because they're just talking about what goes through their head. Somebody says that they hate their life because they're physically unattractive, and you see the normies or NPCs saying that looks aren't important. A guy talks about how women are hypergamous and people attack him for speaking the truth he sees. And because Clavicular got popular and mainstream, now everyone started using black pill terms. Oh, I'm frame mugging you. Ooh, I'm looks maxing, bro. I will bone smash and I will extend, bro. I'm such a chud, bro. I'm such a stupid fucking chud, man. Look at Chad over there. Look at Chad over there. Ooh, a girl left me on red. A girl left me, man. I'm girlfriendless. I'm such an I-word right now. This shit got so mainstream that even here in the Balkans, in some random village, people my age started using it. I remember one time playing Counter-Strike with some of my friends, and one of them just started throwing terms in the voice chat like, "You're sub 5, man. You bone smash your dick, idiot. I frame mog you green." And it kinda frustrated me a bit because you don't even know what these terms mean. You just heard them and now you're just butchering them. Now these words lose their meaning, all thanks to the black pill becoming mainstream. And it made me realize how wrong I was. I thought that the black pill will never become mainstream because people love to cope, and the point of the black pill is to remove all copes, but here we are. Now the normies have infiltrated our space and started using the terminology for their own made-up scenarios. My culture is not your costume to wear. Now, when I want to talk about anything that is black-pilled, I just start cringing, man. I just start cringing so hard. So I wanted to create this video to tell you what actually is the black pill and what the point of the black pill really is. The true definition of the black pill, that people within the community will agree with me, is a true, objective view of the world without filters, without copes, without subjectivity. You see reality as it is. You do not sugarcoat things. You do not try to make things falsely positive or falsely negative. Google says it is an ideology, which I disagree. An ideology is a system of ideas and ideals. What is an idea? A thought or suggestion as to possible course of action. The black pill doesn't talk about ideas or thoughts or solutions. It talks about reality, and reality is what hurts most people. Being black pilled means that you're willing to accept the truth, even though that truth will not go in your favor. Saying that, the black pill doesn't create losers, but losers are the ones who looked for the reality of their failed life. Therefore, they stumbled upon the black pill. Because think about it, if you constantly lose at life, if you work tirelessly and hustle and grind, without achieving what you desire, well, at some point you gotta ask yourself why. Then you stumble upon the black pill. I made an entire video on the black pill pipeline, go watch it. Normies and mainstream media love to paint the black pill as an incel ideology. Losers, incels, nihilists, which once again is not true. Correlation does not mean causation, and insulting someone for using their intelligence is so normie-like. When you discuss topics that you spent a deeper thought in, with normies, be prepared for some bullshit. Because of course, they're not coming at you from the perspective of knowledge or understanding. They come at you from their illusional worldview. Some people just do not want to burst their own bubble. The same with some black-pilled people out there. The black pill doesn't tell you how to live. It just tells you to accept reality. So giving up isn't a solution to your genetic inferiority, Mr. Doomer, because there is much more to life than just rotting and consuming. So what does the black pill really talk about? The importance of looks, genetic determinism, and human nature. The three topics that are very sensitive to discuss. It does not talk about nihilistic or defeating ideas. It does not tell you to give up. It just tells you that genetics and looks are number one in importance for your quality of life. What you do with that information, if you want to give up or grind or improve your life, is up to you. Why are these three topics so sensitive? Because everyone wants to have their own ideas on the topic. Many girls virtue signal that looks aren't important in life. Normies say that genetics don't matter and everyone believes that they are above their human nature. They say focusing on looks is shallow. They say that your genetics aren't important for your success. They say that people cherish hard work. But the further you question the norm, you realize how much people lie. Not to you, but to themselves. Girls spend so much time on their makeup to reproductively scam the other gender by lying who they are. So you cannot tell me that looks aren't important. Some people are born genetically superior and will always have a huge advantage over you, to the point that no matter how much hard work you do, it wouldn't matter. No one asks how hard the person worked if he failed at his craft, even if he poured his life and soul into his work. Many people think that looks maxing means being black-pilled. No, looks maxing is red-pilled because you believe that improving your looks will make you ascend, whilst the black pill perspective is your genetics determine your looks, and no matter what you do, genetics will always bite you in the ass. no matter how hard you fight against it. I will not go into detail about genetic determinism, lookism and human nature in this video, because I believe that there are better YouTubers out there who present those topics better, but I just want you to know. I just want you to understand. If this is your first black pill video, and you started to take interest in the black pill, be prepared. Because I firmly believe that the black pill is a cognitive hazard. I know that if some of my friends were to dive into the black pill deeply, and truly deeply as I did, they start watching Rehab Room or Save a Guy or DBDR, boy, they would not be the same person. All from realizing the cruelty of these three topics, but some people just need to cope. I suffered severely when I started removing all copes in my life, because I realized my position in life, when I realized my limitations in my genetics, when I realized how people treat me when I'm ugly, when I realized the cruelty of women's sexual nature. But the black pill helped me. It made me more depressed and more nihilistic from seeing the reality of my position, but it improved my life. I do not simp, I do not chase women who treat me badly. I treat myself with respect by not gesture maxing. I do not get affected by rejections anymore. I do not argue with people due to the fact that they are not ready to understand my position. I understand people more, and I understand women more. The black pill does not make a person hate women or hate life. It is life that makes someone hate life. The black pill explains to you why. And I don't know about you, but from my personal experience, understanding why something is the way it is brings peace to my head. If your car doesn't start and you don't know why, and you keep trying and trying and trying, just turning that key, trying to rev up the engine but it won't start, you will get pissed, you will get annoyed, you will get frustrated. But if you know that your car wouldn't start because the alternator got fried, you wouldn't keep turning that key to start the engine 5 times in a row. That's that for the video. Peace out.